Thursday, June 26th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. Let's start off with a look from our tower camera in Greensboro this morning prior to sunrise. Pretty quiet, very little in the way of cloud cover left across the Piedmont. Temperature in Greensboro 71, and notice that wind out of the northwest at 7 miles per hour. That's bringing in a slightly drier air mass, and that's going to be enough to reduce by a pretty significant margin the rain chances out there for one day, that being today. Now, your highs yesterday pretty hot across the central sections of North Carolina, up to 93 in Raleigh. Burlington hit 90s as well, 95 in Columbia, 92 in Fayetteville yesterday, 94 in Wilmington. Currently it is 60s and 70s, and it gets warmer the closer to the coast you get. In fact, it's a pretty steamy 78 degrees during the 5 o'clock hour this morning in Wilmington, 77 in Jacksonville and Greenville, some 60s up in the mountains. Dew points, they're up there still. Yeah, I believe at this point yesterday, Greensboro had a dew point of 70 at 66 now. It's not a huge change, but enough that when you combine that with the fact that the upper levels of the atmosphere are a little more unfavorable for storms today, and it's going to be a much drier day overall. Now, yesterday we did indeed see that scattering of showers and thunderstorms move through. Now a front is pushing slowly further to the south through the Carolinas. And again, there's that radar as we went through yesterday. Let's go to how we shape up on Storm Tracker this morning. Pretty quiet conditions. There's your rainfall distribution from yesterday. Kind of hit and miss with the activity. But again, some folks did see some decent rain totals just southwest of High Point there in the Triad area. You had a rain total up over 1 inch yesterday, and there were some pretty good totals up here in sections of the northern Piedmont as well. You get some rain totals up that way that in some instances exceeded 2 inches yesterday. Now, this is what the radar looked like as we went through the afternoon and the evening hours yesterday. And you just had that scattering of showers and thunderstorms pivot on through. And again, some of the more intense storms are up here in parts of around southwestern Guilford County and then up through the northern Piedmont as well, where you had some of those heavier rain totals. Now, this is back to the radar as I'm cutting this video. A few showers departing coastal parts of the Carolinas, a few showers and a couple of thunderstorms off to our southwest as well. But really today is shaping up to be a relatively quiet weather day. That cold front just off to the south. Now, the rain chance is not zero. There will be isolated showers and a couple thunderstorms around, but just not a terribly big deal regarding rain chances today. Here's your highs across the region. Pretty hot, 96 in Columbia, 95 in Fayetteville, up to around 90 in Charlotte and Greensboro. Now, tomorrow we begin to see that front stall out. An area of low pressure spins up along it, and that's going to give us probably a couple of pretty unsettled weather days. I think by late tomorrow we're looking at a pretty good coverage of scattered showers and thunderstorms out there. Our temperatures held down a bit due to more clouds and better chances of those showers and storms tomorrow. And then at this point, I'm really kind of ramping up the wording here. The Saturday is looking much more like a pretty wet day, with good areas of rain and thunderstorms in a good chunk of the region. That low pressure stalled out close by, and that's going to really promote pretty good rain chances Saturday. And you can see the response here in terms of the rain totals on the latest run of the RPM, really beefing up those totals in a good chunk of the region. And you can see the high temperatures held down Saturday due to the clouds and the rain. And we'll see how that plays out. But right now, Saturday looking like a relatively wet day. And then still a good amount of scattered storms Sunday, but they'll begin to trend fewer in number as that low pressure pulls away. Now, it's still looking like a pretty hot week next week. I've shifted now to showing you the GFS model. This is Monday. There's Tuesday. There's Wednesday. There's Thursday. So we're not talking, record-breaking heat, but we are talking about a pretty hot and humid week with 90s for highs each day, and most days featuring the chance of some afternoon thunderstorms. Tropics, still quiet out there. There's a look at the Gulf of Mexico. No areas of concern there. The Caribbean Sea, pretty quiet now. So is the Atlantic Ocean. So bottom line is no sign of any tropical development over the next several days. All right, that's it for today. Everybody have a wonderful day, and God bless.